not taking your primary phone with you, that's very dangerous. Apar, I would suggest that the Internet Freedom Foundation stops doing this kind of stuff. Of course, it's your right. If you want to do it, but I'm putting this stuff up. Viewers, remember, more than 200 hardened criminals from Delhi have been caught through facial recognition. The Delhi police is using facial recognition technology, and rightly so. And as this violent mob goes on a rampage and perversions every night trying to force regime change in India, the elected government of this country has the right and should defend itself against these hardened criminals, 200 plus of whom have been captured and will face action. The Internet Freedom Foundation, very interestingly, had also published a piece in 2020 after the Delhi riots to fight the use of facial recognition technology to identify criminals. I say that makes no sense. In America and China, facial recognition technology is used to fight criminals. We need to arm the law in this country, not arm the criminals. We will not allow any more bloodshed like Jahangir Puri riots. If India has to be a superpower, we must use facial recognition technology to target criminals. Remember, the violence is getting worse. As Wangchuk himself admitted, anti-socials have now started large-scale violence. Sonam Wangchuk has admitted it. If we allow this terrible violence anymore, we will lose our future as a great nation, and China and America will halt our economic and military and strategic progress. Therefore, this time, I appeal to all nationalists to come together and fight back lawfully. Now, viewers, in 2021, to promote violence in India, Greta Thunberg had released a toolkit during the so-called farmers' agitation. Connect the dots. The idea then was to incite farmers in India, to incite Muslim and minority groups in India which were already on the streets for Shaheen Bagh. The intention was to launch massive violence in India. At that time, Republic exposed the Greta Thunberg toolkit. If you're watching this, find out for yourself the common financial and organizational links between Greta Thunberg and many other groups operating in India. And remember how hard the Republic Media Network fought to expose that anti-India group. It was a difficult time for the Republic Media Network then. It was a time when Republic itself was under massive political attack. After I was arrested, and a full-scale attempt had been made to shut down the Republic Media Network. It was a time when we were fighting the toolkit that the Pakistan government was issuing press releases against the Republic Media Network. And soon to form, following the Pakistanis, the Congress party was doing press conferences against us. Know this, viewers, fighting anti-India forces is not easy. But for us at the Republic Media Network, it's very fruitful because for us it's only nation first. And also remember, this government, whether you agree with them politically or not, and you have a right to disagree with them, has fought and defeated Maoist terrorism. Last year, 364 dangerous Maoist terrorist leeches on the soil of India were killed. Do you think that makes urban Naxals happy? This government is just about to bring in the FCRA amendment in Parliament. You should read about it because this amendment will stop dangerous groups like the Joshua Project, which are pumping in millions of dollars from America for mass conversion of Hindus and tribals into Christianity. And also stop that money from reaching Maoist affected areas. This singular FCRA challenge is being placed in this Parliament session. Do you think this makes Marco Rubio and Donald Trump happy? The same Marco Rubio who flew in to support the missionaries of charity in Kolkata. Is Marco Rubio happy? He is not. America happy? They are not, because America was trying to send a signal to the Modi government by sending Marco Rubio to meet the missionaries of charity that Prime Minister Modi back off on FCRA. But the answer is, and I'm happy for it, this government is not succumbing to American pressure. We are not listening to Marco Rubio. And most importantly, viewers, there's also an important point after the Bengal elections. This government is just a wee bit away from passing delimitation. And then one nation, one poll. One nation, one poll, a simultaneous election, which is the best change for Indian democracy, which reinforces parliamentary democracy. which will have a 1% impact positively on our GDP. This is something which has to be stopped by the Congress party at any cost. So now, viewers, connect the dots. Understand the big picture. This government, whether you agree with them politically or not, is doing a lot of things which are very unpopular for India's enemies. Unpopular among those who do not want us to become a superpower by 2035. But I believe that we can, and we will fight this. This is a make or break moment for the country. Either India collapses to these anti-national forces who are trying to carry out regime change in India, or we fight this and we win, and we move ahead to an incredible future. Let's make a choice. To students of India, real students, to the youth, real youth, to Gen Z, the real Gen Z, not this violent mob at Jantar Mantar. I say to you tonight, do not be used. Share this video. Understand the forces against this nation. Do not let these dangerous forces use you as pawns in their anti-national game. Let's not allow that. Let's debate.
Government is going all out.
मैंने आज फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट के लिए विभागों को निर्देश दिए थे.
From urgent cabinet meetings to reshuffle of education ministry bureaucrats, government has not left any stone unturned to bring forward a real solution. Sonam Wangchuk breaks his fast.
आज 26वें दिन मैं आप लोगों को कुछ खास खबर बताना चाहूँगा. अभी रात के लगभग 12:30 बज रहे हैं. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले केंद्रीय मंत्री जेपी नड्डा साहब और जितेंद्र सिंह साहब यहाँ आए थे, और लद्दाख के एपेक्स बॉडी के शीर्ष नेतागण भी यहाँ आए थे. और उससे पहले आप लोगों को मालूम है विभिन्न राजनीतिक दलों के लगभग 65 सांसदों ने आकर और हस्ताक्षर देकर हमसे अनशन तोड़ने के लिए कहा, और वो संसद में इस मुद्दे पर नीट पेपर्स और परीक्षाओं की प्रणाली पर चर्चा करेंगे, ये आश्वासन दिया.
But now CJP has switched gears, openly snubbing Wangchuk.
प्रोटेस्ट फॉलो नहीं होगा क्योंकि ये मूवमेंट अब एक अभिजीत दिक्के या एक सोनम वांगचुक सर का नहीं है. ये मूवमेंट अब पूरे देश के युवाओं का बन चुका है, और तभी पूरे देश में प्रोटेस्ट हो रहे हैं. तो इस्तीफे से कम मंजूर नहीं है.
ये अन्ना पार्ट 2 12 साल अन्ना खामोश हो गए, अब वांगचुक साहब खामोश रहेंगे. ये कुछ नहीं है इसके अलावा. हमें तो पहले दिन से पता था. कल डील कर रहे थे आप सरकार के साथ, कोई छात्र भी था क्या वहाँ? सारे लद्दाख के लोग थे. आपकी अपनी डील हो रही है, आपने अपना डील करी है, इसके अलावा क्या है सरकार के साथ?
Yogendra Yadav is under intense scrutiny over the CJP violence, as his stritocracy calls are now under probe. The protests, the violence, this is not about the students. The big question now, what is the real intent behind the brazen hooliganism?
Padamika Ram Kumar Reddy of the TDP, Shazi Almi of the BJP, Sham Prasad Mika of the Congress, Ajay Yadav of the RJD, and Vandana Sinha of the AAP. Vandana, the Congress party says that Sonam Wangchuk has entered into a conspiracy with the government. Now they're attacking Sonam Wangchuk. Did they want Sonam Wangchuk to die, Vandana? So this could be a bigger spark. As the AAP national spokesperson, what do you think? Can you unmute yourself, Vandana? I think you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah. No, I think since beginning, the Congress is trying to divert this protest, the entire protest. Because we all have seen how that Rahul Gandhi, after 25 days, all of a sudden appeared, and then he started a separate agitation for this cause. Not even for the single time he has visited the Jantar Mantar. So the entire incident of Congress, it shows that since beginning, the intention of Congress is not to join the hand of this youth, but to take its own advantage, but to divert this entire cause. And it's a crystal clear the way the Congress is making some statement, the way the Congress is doing its own agitation, that must be some start-gut with BJP. Because it is not possible the way Rahul Gandhi ने कूच किया था सीधा PM के यहाँ, so it is not possible. So Congress is taking its own stand. I don't know what is the start-gut of BJP and Congress in this, because किसी को इस देश में युवा की चिंता नहीं है. Neither Congress nor BJP. They are अपनी सारी की सारी politics में लगे हैं. देश के युवा रोड पे बैठे हैं.
This is getting
and what राजस्थान हो रहे हैं. देश के युवा की चिंता आज किसी को नहीं है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बीजेपी उनको एंटी नेशनल कहते हैं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी के मंत्री उन्हें भाड़े के टट्टू कहते हैं. ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी.
Nobody said. No. Don't attribute things to BJP, which BJP is not said. And Vandana, what about
Madam, BJP is not.
You know their demands. You know that be fair. No. Vandana, yes, you have spoken. I have a question for you. There are demands all over, not just from BJP, but from Akali Dal as well as Congress party, that Harjot Singh Bens, your education minister, should resign. There are 4 big leaks, paper leaks, which has caused a lot of anguish amongst regular folks. What are you doing about it? And tell me something, would anybody in their right minds, including your voters and cadres, would ever believe that BJP and Congress are together? You're pushing it too far. You really think people are either nuts or have no brains? Nobody has brains that you think they are. So first of all, do not come around with this. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Look that they are together. Because otherwise, why should have she defended Congress like that? She's defending. That means they are together. They are just.
How are they defending Congress?
There is a collusion between.
How?
Or
How is there a
they are
collusion?
they are playing the life of this youth.
You playing with the life of Anna Hazare, and you weren't there, of course, ma'am. I have somebody who was part of Anna Hazare and Nirbhaya Andolan. Let me tell you what happened. And you people,
if you were there,
which is your insight, which is your
that
team.
doesn't mean you are concerned.
Or whatever thing of yours, Team Z, I can call it, but not that many. So now listen to me, Vandana. You wanted Anna Hazare movement, you all wanted Anna to not survive. And similarly, you were very upset when Sonam Wangchuk was saved, because you wanted it to go south in a very sinister manner. And now that you've been caught,
This is how this BJP,
you don't know.
how this BJP and Congress trying to
Sonam Wangchuk ended his past shots in the middle.
But madam, bhulna mat.
Vandana, you have been exposed, not you, your party. You're trying very hard, but you know, the mask is off. The mask is off. Sonam Wangchuk,
को नहीं हटा सकते.
एक मिनट.
You will.
are okay with this. If you want it to become bloody, you
See,
want
this
it
is
to become
there are sort of pictures of him ending the fast,
What
please,
do you
Vishnu.
want?
Now see, Vandana, we must not use inappropriate language in the program. See, the thing is now, Sonam Wangchuk, whatever is said and done, you may like him, not like him, I am very suspicious of him. If you ask me, I find a lot of contradictions in what he says. I know his political background, he is from a very strong Congress family. I have a lot of, when the Swedish stopped giving him money, then when his FCRA license was cancelled, he talked about Arab Spring. So I find him very suspicious. But Shyam Prasad Meka of the Congress, it is his choice if he wants to end his fast. Did you want to use him like a puppet? Did you hope that he will die? And that his death due to starvation could be used by Rahul Gandhi as part of a regime change operation? Because Rahul Gandhi's political advisor Yogendra Yadav has said that Indian democracy will not be run from parliament, it will be run from the streets. So I just want to know, did you want him to die? He's a 60-year-old man. He has a right to decide what he wants to do. Why are you so angry because he ended his fast?
No, we are not angry or anything about this. And
You've been attacking him non-stop since he ended his fast.
We were requesting him to end his fast, and we will find other ways to continue this movement and to get the results. That's about it.
No, 1 minute. Did you just say we'll find other ways to continue the movement? What this reveals, Satya Prakash Mishra, is that they are behind the movement. They just revealed that the Congress party is behind it. No, you said it. You just said it. No, Patapi, did he not say it? He said it. We will find other ways to continue this. He said it. It may have been a Freudian slip.
No, it's not.
Yes. No, he said it. No. Did he say it?
He started this movement. We will do the political.
Congress party started the movement. So you were after him. Thank you for the confession. This is very big. You are admitting. Okay, interesting. Congress party started it. Tell me more. How did you start it? Tell me more. I want to. This is a Cambridge Analytica moment. This is the Cambridge Analytica moment where the Congress party is confessing. Thank you. Please tell me more. How did you start it? What was the start? How much money did you put in? What happened? Tell me. बताइए मुझे कोई बात नहीं. Tell me.
See,
Tell me, please. I'm hearing.
The issue.
Satyaji, please listen. How did we start?
Took up the issue of the lacunae in the educational policy of the country, and that's a broader political struggle as a political party, Congress party is doing.
No, something you said there. Now you're changing.
By CJP on a single party, single agenda item is a different thing. Okay, we only empathized with them because we cared for the life of Mr. Wangchuk.
Then if you cared for the life, no, Satya, if you cared for the life of Wangchuk, why are you abusing him when he's ended his fast? 1 minute, Satya Prakash Mishra, what is going on? What is the reality here? It's very confusing. There are many interest groups involved.
Actually, what happened, Arnab, that political tourism started and there is an echo of sound.
No, please continue, I can hear you.
Tourism started all together. All political vultures landed at the protest site to hijack it, to take the credit out of it, and to land in it. The government is ready to discuss everything in parliament. Why they are avoiding discussion in parliament? Because that they do not have any concrete thing to discuss inside the parliament. Because they will be exposed. An Aam Aadmi party which contested election with Congress, now blaming that BJP and Congress are all together. These are the absurd comments. They may be there are political staffs of the Aam Aadmi party who participated in this movement. They may be toolkit or fool kit, but there must be rule of law kit. Law must punish those who created Raksak at the Jantar Mantar, and definitely goons were there. The political shift of the Congress and the Aam Aadmi party altogether, jumping gun to the Sonam Wangchuk and straightforward alleging Sonam Wangchuk that he breaks his fast. It is his democratic satisfaction that the government created a way to talk both with the students and the Sonam Wangchuk, and government is ready to extend any kind of thing which is needed for the stop of paper leak. Government is committed towards it.
Yeah.
And the Prime Minister himself come out with the solutions, and he himself looking into everything.
Yeah.
It is a guarantee of Mr. Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister.
Yeah. No.
Now, what the losing point of Congress party and Mr. Rahul Gandhi is that Rahul Gandhi lost the ground before he started play on that ground. That he thought of that creating Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka kind of situation when he sat in front of the gate of the Honorable Prime Minister house. He didn't get any kind of success there. The Congress party is frustrated. Now the Aam Aadmi party is highly frustrated because what happened in the Punjab? They unleashed the lathi charge on the people who just asked for salaries. Why this is so? And the 4 paper leak already happened there. What Sagia just mentioned. The thing is that the Indian government led by Honorable Prime Minister Modi is really looking towards the students' future, and they are really caring about changes and the future of these students who are protesting very peacefully. 20 days gone, very peaceful protest at Jantar Mantar. Everybody celebrated. Whatever they criticize about the government, we don't mind. But every political vultures landed at Jantar Mantar and at different sites to create a kind of thing so that something happened wrong, and tomorrow they can blame the government. The government unleashed lathi charge.
I want to bring in Ejia. I want to bring in Ejia. Ejia Yadav.
No, I have a last line. Last line. Again, Mr. Rahul Gandhi failed in his effort, all effort, and highly frustrated Mr. Kejriwal because his staffs of, former staff who founded CJP now even saying that we don't need anyone. Regarding resignation, I have a one point to make. If all political party except a bill, India government came forward with, if anyone goes jail, within 30 days, after 30 days, they must be removed. Why they don't accept this bill? They are not accepting this bill and asking for resignation.
No, okay, so one thing is.
You were there in 2012 when Nirvana gang rape happened. You were there at the protest site. What happened that they were unable to remove a police commissioner of Delhi and asking of the resignation of the,
I have a very broad question. Ejia.
It is a political.
Let me go to Ejia, please. 1 minute, Satya. Ejia.
They have nothing to do with this.
Ejia, I wish to ask you a straightforward question here.
You
You are a legitimate mainstream political party. You are a legitimate mainstream political party with a significant presence in Bihar, though it has been reduced. It is still legitimate and it's strong, right? Now you have a relatively young leader, Tejasvi. Your party has been around for more than 3 decades. It has come to power, it has lost power, it has come to power, it has lost power. Your leader has faced corruption charges, you have questioned that, your leader has been in jail. Several things have happened over the years, okay, good and bad to the RJD. Ejia, at no point, and I'm not a fan of RJD, but I'll say this to you. At no point have I heard Lalu Prasad say,
You don't have to say this.
No, I'm just saying, I have many differences, but I'll say this. At no point, and you'll agree with me, Patabi, at no point I heard Lalu Prasad say that we will have to destroy the democratic system. We will have to bring everything on the road. The assembly of Bihar is going to have no importance. It will happen from the Sadak, it will not happen from the assembly, Vidhan Sabha. This language, if Lalu had used it, Patabi, would have been very dangerous. But this language is being used by Rahul Gandhi's political guru, Yogendra Yadav. So I want to ask you, Ejia, are you comfortable with this kind of language? A. B. Are you truly comfortable with the visuals of the violence, which have now come all over, making it clear that there are organized mobs behind this? Ms. Yadav.
And first of all, we should not talk about language, because if you start talking about the kind of language the party is using, then there's a long list of languages which is not constitutional used by the Honorable Prime Minister. As far as Lalu Prasad Yadav ji is concerned, he always says कि संघर्ष करना है, सड़क से लेके सदन तक संघर्ष करना है, गरीबों की लड़ाई लड़ना है. This is his fight, and he has always been fighting from sadak to sadan for the garib, the poor, the downtrodden. And as far as this protest is concerned, this protest started, I suppose, on 24th of June. And there are many visuals. More visuals can be seen on social media on the mobile phones. And you cannot ignore those visuals as well that you see on your mobile phones, which is not shown by the mainstream news channels, as you say. So So, I mean, of course, you know, the student, they started nicely, they started on 24th, the government was not willing to even talk to them, pay attention to them, until and unless some celebrities, some important political leaders went up to them to motivate them, to extend their help to them. Even so, as far as Sonam Wangchuk is concerned, this is not his first protest or not his first hunger strike. There were climate issues for which he was protesting, and at that time the government paid no attention to him. But this time that the protest has become a nationwide protest, and the government...
First of all, it's not
This is the protest by the youth and the students. A factual correction on that. Started talking with Sonam Wangchuk. Otherwise, they were never interested in talking to Sonam Wangchuk.
Ajab, you and I know one thing. That this violence is presently restricted to a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer square kilometer zone in Delhi. It is not a nationwide thing. One. The only danger to the country is from the location of Jantar Mantar, which is between 2 to 3 kilometers of Parliament. It acquires a dangerous significance because if a violent mob of 10,000 people carry out senseless violence and march towards Parliament, the security agencies have no alternative but to stop them. I'm sure you'll agree with me that none of us want to see our Parliament brought down, and you have seen the language of these people who are not protesters, the mob, who say we will uproot Parliament and make it into Nepal. If you were in government, you would be extremely cautious. If you were in government, you would not have allowed this. Now, these are dangerous people, Ajay. The American angle, Patabi. Now we look at this, American big tech companies running BitChat have now come together, and we increasingly see an American hand. It's beginning to occur to me that this is not going to work. First of all, it's going to fail, Patabi. It's going to fail badly. But there is an attempt at trying to create a Kathmandu-Dhaka situation in Delhi. There is a regime change attempt that is going on right now, which is going to fail. But there's nothing else but regime change going on. I don't think we should mince our words about it. What do you think, Patavi?
No, absolutely, Arnav. There are global powers playing actively today to destabilize.
Ajay, right after Mr. Komaredi, I'll come back to you. Right after him, I'll come back to you.
Whether it be America or China, there are global forces which are active today. I completely agree with you. And today, we should also remind ourselves of one fact, Arnav, that the principal opposition in the country is a party, the leadership of that party have entered into an MOU with the Chinese Communist Party way back in 2008. These are people who had accepted money from China. That is their track record. And today, they have become stooges of China by taking money, signing MOU with the Chinese Communist Party. They are implementing their agenda here. So they are trying to implement what is written in that hidden MOU with the Chinese Communist Party. So that is the reason why you find all these anti-social elements, anti-national elements in this student protest. So we are saying one thing very clearly, Arnav. We are with this NGO of this country. We have concerns with the student agitation. That's the reason why the government is speaking with them. The Honorable Prime Minister is interacting. Ministers are interacting. The cabinet today have taken some strong decisions. So the real student, we are with the real students, but we will be very tough against these anti-nationals. Today I should thank you, Arnav, for exposing the toolkit. I've heard to what Apar was saying. Why do they require a toolkit? Why do they hide from the facial recognition camera? Why do they have to wear caps? Why do they have to wear masks?
Exactly.
Why should they leave their...
I am appalled at what Apar is doing. Apar, I want to ask him. And I told him, come to my program. He says, I'm for internet freedom. If you're for internet freedom, why are you telling these protesters, quote unquote, don't take your primary phone with you, wear a mask, wear goggles? Is this anything to do with internet freedom? Put on airplane mode? This is genuinely dangerous stuff. This is nothing but a toolkit. Yes, Mr. Komaredi.
Absolutely or not. Today, the Congress party, its leaders like Rahul Gandhi, etc. These are the people. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation is an organization run by the Gandhi family, which took money from China. So they are implementing their agenda today. China doesn't want India to grow. That is a fact. Today we are in a position to overtake China. The United States doesn't want India to grow. Now recently we have heard many global countries, appreciating India and appreciating our leader, the Honorable Prime Minister. We have not succumbed to the US pressure. We are an independent, strong nation today, which the global powers cannot digest. That's the reason why they are using parties like Congress Party, which have taken money, which have signed MOUs with them.
Now I ask you, what is the end game here?
Violence in the
No,
capital.
Mr. Komareddy.
I will not allow.
Mr. Komareddy, I wish to only ask one question here. Yes, Ejia, what is the end game? Is the end game to, because after all, the Modi government has done a lot. Fast track courts, a stronger law, cabinet level engagement, bureaucratic reset, assurances, compensation plans, a re-NEET examination, a white paper, systemic reform, 11 lakh students, including 58% women, cleared the examinations with complete transparency, right? Now, if the idea is to just create riots, then one can say, oh, we are not happy. We want to do riots and we want to continue with riots till there's a lot of bloodshed in this country and the Nepal situation happens. If the intent is to bring about structural reform, that's already happened. Right? That's already happened, pretty much. You know that, Ejia. So what is this all about?
Okay, Arnab. Since 2014, 192 question paper leaks. Students have been waiting patiently that there would be no more question leaks. 2024 in the Parliament, Prime Minister Honorable Narendra Modi commits NEET question paper will not leak again. Again in 2025, question paper leaks, paper is cancelled, 21 students die by suicide, and the government is silent. Since June 24, they sit on this protest, government is not willing to hear. Apart from...
No, one minute. May I just pause here right now? May I just pause here right now for a slight moment, because what happens is if I allow you to continue uninterrupted, people may get an impression that you're correct. But unfortunately, Ejia, you are not, and I'll tell you this. See, let me take you back. Ejia, you must allow me to contradict you. Let me allow you. Ejia, I would like to remind you that on the 12th and 14th, but in the 12th and 14th, just a short while, I'll take only 15 seconds. On the 12th and 14th, if you remember, after a very detailed investigation, the masterminds of this, who were basically, somebody was a chemistry lecturer, and the other was a coaching class teacher or somebody who had a coaching class. They were arrested, they were found, and they are presently in jail. After that, there was a retest which was conducted, and it was conducted impeccably. 11.21 lakh cleared the examinations, that's 56%, with 58% being women. The two highest scorers were 715 out of 720. I'm sure you've been a brilliant student, Ejia, but if there's someone who says I got 300 out of 700, therefore bring down the government, that's an absurd situation. So when you say the government did nothing, this statement is completely wrong. And I had to counter you on that. My question is, can we allow the regime change in India because of that? Can we allow regime change and violence to take over this country? Ejia, let her complete. Let her answer my question. Yes.
Okay, Arnab. Okay. Shall I say? Okay, speak.
Yeah, let Ejia go first, Shazia. Let Ejia go first.
Youth is the future of the nation. Okay, okay. Here, when they protest, you don't listen, you do lathi charge, you do tear gas, you shut down the internet, you shut down the metro, and then you say Narendra Modi ne ye kar diya, wo kar diya.
Again, may I just come in for a moment? Again, may I come in for a moment, Edja, and then I'll let Shazia come in. Shazia, let me tell you, Edja, I'll take just a moment. I'll only take 10 seconds from you. Not more than 10 seconds, Edja. Not more than 10 seconds, Edja. Let me tell you the real thing. Only 10 seconds. Shazia, I'm handing over after that. Edja, you must listen to me. You must be reasonable on this. Because I'm saying something to you. Edja, let me just take 10 seconds.
Don't let the opposition speak.
No, I'll let you speak.
As if we don't live in a democratic India. And I must say,
That's wrong.
forget the government.
No, let Edja speak then, because she's complaining. Edja louder.
Enough.
No, let Edja speak. Two windows on the
You will
screen.
know the better meaning of kakistocracy. We are living in kakistocracy and not democracy.
Just like me, were part of the Anna Hazare movement and Nirbhaya Andolan, which was far more brutal when it came to the center government at that point of time. You guys were so nasty. You and your allies and your government used to lathi charge mercilessly.
Okay, one
Anna Hazare was an 8-month long protest with no lathi charge, with no tear gas, with no internet closure, no train, no bus miles. And in this, a month, multiple weeks, protests and lathi charge, tear gas, internet closure, hunger strike, not manipulation.
Can I give a counter here? Can I give a counter to what Sanjeev from Delhi? Okay, may I come in? Edja, please allow me. Shazia, please allow me. Please allow me. Please allow me.
Think about French Revolution, what
Do you know that?
Louder, louder.
The might happen ever in those big movements.
Remain
You better than Hazare movement.
Edja, louder, Edja.
And when they sit on protest, you brutally torture them.
Edja, may I just place the facts correctly before us tonight? In the interest of the viewers, I have to open up to calls. I want to add one more thing here, and Vandana will totally agree with me tonight, and so will Satya and everyone. That when this strange person, obviously very well funded, called Abhijit Dipke, landed in Delhi, nobody arrested him. He happily started a protest. He sat there, it failed. Then they brought in Sonam Wangchuk. He started the fast, nobody stopped him, it continued. Unfortunately, what happened is on the 20th,
They got in the opposition.
See, the opposition wanted to use them. So till 20th, was there any police action? None. What they did was on 20th, they started saying things against the Indian army. They said we will uproot parliament. The visuals are there, you can show it. They said ukhad denge Sansad ko, and started marching in a violent way towards the Parliament of India. When they were pushed back, rightly so, because I don't want my parliament to be burned down, then they said there is police excesses, and then they carried out a series of attempted lynchings on security forces. This is the true chronological representation. So Vandana, see, nobody stopped anyone from protesting at Jantar Mantar.
Let me speak.
But where violence cannot be accepted, yeah, Vandana, I'm sure violence cannot be accepted anymore. This is just too much.
Arnav, you can't be so selective. First of all,
Selective?
You are saying that violence, who did the violence? I have seen how the police have beaten.
Are you seeing these visuals or I'm making them up?
And no, just let me finish it.
How the police unleashed lathi.
Let Vandana complete.
Who closed the internet? Who closed the metro stations? Who has given the tear gases? Who has given the water cannon? But the city was closed yesterday.
I think it's a... Vandana, I want to ask you something. Vandana, I want to ask you something. Vandana, listen to me. 1 minute. Vandana, I have a counter for you. Sanjeev from Delhi. Let's take the callers card, make them quick. Sanjeev from New Delhi. Sanjeev. Hi,
My
Sanjeev.
only simple, good evening to you. My simple solution is that, when people are saying that sare students hai, which is not a fact, I think they should announce on TV that people, they look for the IDs of all the people there, whether they are students or hooligans. Automatically, once you announce on TV, 100% of the hooligans will run away.
You should
and
use-
will remain there. So
Yeah, you should use facial recognition technology to find out all the people who've carried out the violence. That's my firm view. This is a
Nobody should be allowed to wear a cap and
cap mask like this Internet Freedom Foundation is telling them to do very strictly. Amar is calling in from Ghaziabad. See, I want to tell you, Vandana, Ejia, Sham, Satya, Patabi and Shazia, I'm just an ordinary journalist. But I believe in parliamentary democracy. I believe in mainstream politics. I want opposition to be strong, but I don't want opposition to outsource violence, Ejia, to these Dipke type of people. Because I know Lalu Prasad, but I don't know Dipke. I know Lalu Prasad's background, but I don't know Dipke's background. You can't trust Dipke so much. Tomorrow, Ejia, you won't be able to control Dipke.
Do you know Yogi's background?
Yes, I do.
Hemant Sama Biswa's background?
Yes, I do.
Do you know Radhav Chadra's background?
Yes, I do.
Do you know Amit Shah's background?
Yes, I do.
Number of cases
Yes, I do.
that,
But I don't know Amit. I don't know. Yes, I know Yogi's background. I know he was a member of parliament at the age of 25. I don't know Dipke's background, Ejia. You also don't
About
know.
his criminal charges, you do not
You don't know Dipke's background.
Amit Shah's criminal
Who's
cases.
funding him?
I mean, okay,
Who's funding
you talk
it?
on data, okay, Arnab. You talk on facts, you talk on data. Can you tell me how many students are hospitalized? How many students are injured? Can you give me the
I can tell you,
numbers?
I can tell you. 18 students are hospitalized and there are 125 police were hospitalized. Yes, I can, Ajay. And these are the hospital figures.
Okay, I ask you this. Ejia, I want to ask you this. Now you're joining me from Patna, right? We wish you well, everyone. If a group of people was to come to try and burn your house, would you sit and say you have a democratic right to burn my house, burn it? If these hoodlums want to uproot our parliament, you want security agencies to say, come, burn parliament. It's your democratic right to do so. What are you talking about? Amar from Hyderabad, Ghaziabad. We can't allow it. We can't allow it. Nationalism also matters in this country. These persons want to target the Indian parliament. We will not allow them. Amar.
Yes. Good evening, Mr. Arlo.
Yeah, Ajay, 1 minute. Yeah. Amar, quickly, please.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Arlo. I want to say that, the need concern is, absolutely fine, and I think the government and the Prime Minister, has taken, the decisive decision, right?
Yeah.
And government is, moving in somewhere in the right direction, right, to address the core issue. But the point is, these, the vultures like, opposition, they are always in the grasp of something which, which is always against the nation. And it is always happens, whenever we have the important session of the parliament and there are decisive, legislation.
Every time before a session of parliament, that's one very important point. We must make fundamental changes, but violence cannot be allowed. How much time do I have, directors? Apurva calling from Durgapur. These are live hot calls, nothing edited tonight. Apurva. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear, Apurva. Go on, from Durgapur. Yes.
Can I speak in my mother tongue?
Which is?
Which is Bengali, sir.
You say I will translate. একটু কম করে বলবেন, মানে লম্বা বলবেন না। আমি তাহলে ট্রান্সলেট করব।
হিন্দিতে বলতে পারবো, কিন্তু আমার দরকার পড়ছে বাংলাতে বলার।
বলো।
হ্যাঁ, বলছি কি স্যার, এটা আপনি বুঝতে পারবেন, আপনি আসামি।
হ্যাঁ।
স্যার, এই যা ব্যাপক পরিস্থিতি আপনি সিজিপি এইসব দেখাচ্ছেন, এটা গ্রাউন্ড লেভেলে পরিস্থিতি। কিন্তু স্যার, একটা গ্রাউন্ড লেভেলের পরিস্থিতি আপনাকে দেখাবো। I am a high school teacher. 13 years servicing in government aided SSC board commission. Right now, I am facing such type of problems, such type of nonsense in the ground road that मैंने रेंट किया सर एक घर में पश्चिम बंगाल के दुर्गापुर, बहुत पॉश एरिया सर, the first planned city in India. सर, मेरे पास 11 महीने का एग्रीमेंट है, लेकिन मेरा मकान मालिक जो है मुझे बिजली का बिल का रसीद नहीं देता है और वो कहता है कि आप घर छोड़ दो और मैं उसको नौकरी।
Okay, Apurva. I think you spoke. I don't have to translate because what you said did go out. I just want to wrap up tonight by saying, I'm grateful to AAP and Congress and RJD and BJP and TDP and JDU for coming on my program. I think all of you who are mainstream political parties have a choice. Do you outsource politics to groups like CJP? Today, they may be very useful for you. monsters you cannot control in the future. I think mainstream political parties must once again allow the debate to happen in Parliament. And Yogendra Yadav, whatever he's planning is very dangerous. Very dangerous. I request the Congress leadership not to let him decide the future, whatever is there of their party. I thank you all for joining tonight. It is a matter which is very concerning.